Hi everyone, this is my 1-year postpartum update with my first baby, Madison. It is hard to believe that it has been 1 entire year since I gave birth to Madison, and it has been quite a year. Looking back on this past year of postpartum, it has just been kind of a roller coaster in a lot of ways. First of all, I did have a C-section with her, and I heard a lot of people saying that C-sections aren't that bad, and some people had really bad recoveries, most people didn't. Well, I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of thought I knew because I've had surgeries in the past. I had no idea. I was one of those people that had a really, really rough C-section. I was in excruciating pain. They pulled on one of the sides of my incision, and I would get these shooting pains, and that started in the hospital, and it continued for quite some time. I don't even know, probably about a month afterward. I don't even know. It was a long time. I was in a ton of pain. It was very difficult for me to walk around or do anything at home. And it was a very, very rough and painful recovery. I do feel blessed that I don't have any numbness or any tingling or anything like that in my middle area like a lot of people do have. I don't have any back pains or weird things. C-sections and epidurals and spinals can do all kinds of stuff to you, and I didn't have any of that. However, my scar is still very, very much there because it is a keloid scar, and what that means is basically it's a raised red bump. For some people, keloid scars aren't that big of a deal, but mine is very red and very painful. It can get extremely sore, very itchy. When my daughter's like climbing on me and stuff, her feet can rub against it and cause it to be extremely painful. It is so painful that basically I am still wearing maxi skirts and yoga pants pretty much every day because wearing jeans or tight fitted clothing is extremely painful. And that kind of sucks. At the recommendation of my chiropractor, I did start using some of the Arnica Tea Relief Gel. I will leave that link below. And it's been actually helping a lot when it gets really painful and itchy. It's kind of just a topical pain reliever type thing, and it really has been helping a lot. She said some people have seen, complete healing from it, so we'll see what happens, but it's definitely helping to make it a little bit more bearable. And talking about my body image postpartum, I am feeling better about myself. It was very interesting because my belly did go back very quickly to the point that I didn't look pregnant. I was just very pudgy. My pre-pregnancy weight was pretty low. It was about 8 to 10 pounds lower than what my average BMI weight should have been. So I ended up gaining about 44 pounds during pregnancy, and I have lost 30 of those to this date, which is pretty good. I'm comfortable at the weight I am. I would love to lose another 5 pounds or so, but I'm not set on losing 10 pounds or anything. It just kind of is what it is. I do definitely want to get rid of a little bit more of that pudge in the middle, but other than that, it is what it is. As far as my cycle, it has still not come back, which is awesome, and I'm absolutely dreading that. We will see how that goes for sure. My hormones have been very crazy this year. I had very crazy hormones in pregnancy, but my postpartum hormones have been woo. I wouldn't say that I have postpartum depression or anxiety exactly. I have had certain tendencies to kind of go a little bit crazy on certain things, but definitely not severe anything. I always have anxiety, so I can't really attribute that exactly to hormones, although I do know that hormones play a part in that. I do have a real tendency to get into funks and kind of just lose it a little bit. And that's definitely happened quite a lot this year, but it's just been a very difficult year overall, so things are getting a little bit better and looking a little bit more up, which is awesome. I haven't experienced too much hair loss. I kind of always have had lots of hair fall out, but I'm not losing patches or anything, so that's good. My breaking out though, oh my goodness, these hormones up here are just crazy. So that's an unfortunate side effect, but hopefully that will improve. As to breastfeeding, I am still exclusively pumping, and I don't know when we're gonna wean. If you've been following Madison's allergies, sensitivities, we don't even know what they are. Because of her food issues, she is still primarily relying on my milk, and so I am still pumping about 24 to 28 ounces a day, and she's eating 21 to 26 most days. So I am still going to be pumping for quite a while. I think I have about 750 ounces in the freezer, and so I definitely want her to get some breast milk until she's 2 every day, but she'll probably be relying on it for quite a while. So I'm not exactly sure how our weaning process will go. I am not planning anything as of right now. I'm still doing 5 pumps a day, and I'll do probably next week a full exclusively pumping update for you. I do have to say, this last year, oh my goodness, it started in pregnancy and the mom brain is real. I cannot remember anything. It's ridiculous. It has been quite an experience to just have your mind so overwhelmed with your kids' schedules and their needs and all the to-do lists, and just how do you even function? Like, seriously, how do you even function? I really need to get better with the planners and writing things down, because if I don't write it down, it's gone. It is gone. And then of course is the question that everybody wants to know: when are we having more kids? Where is number 2? Well, our thoughts on number 2. I had mentioned before that we do want 2 biological children. Due to my health, probably not more than 2 biological. That's just kind of the way things are going to go. And really, we want them close-ish in age, but we don't, like, obviously I'm not pregnant right now, so they're not going to be back to back. I do ideally want a 2 to 3 year age gap. So, you know, that means we would have to start trying this next year. And, you know, in talking to my husband, yeah, that's exactly what our thoughts are. Maddie is definitely a handful. It's not completely overwhelming, but she's a lot. She's a handful. And for us, it's a lot. You know, being a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom, I'm trying to do everything and still take care of her, and it gets very overwhelming. And just thinking about having 2 of them, a toddler and an infant, it really does completely overwhelm my brain. But of course, you know, when she's older, I know that I'll be, if we didn't have a second, I would regret it. Like, I would regret her being an only child. So as of now, our thoughts on number 2 are sometime in the next year or 2, most likely-ish, but definitely not the immediate future. And that's about it for my 1-year postpartum update. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you felt at 1 year postpartum, or how you decided about kid number 2. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know your stories below. I'd love to read them. If you'd like to follow us on this journey to our growing family in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'd love to have you along on this journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.